Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to get into why is life so hard or why is life so tough, right? Because let's get this straight. This is a fact that life is hard. Life is tough, isn't it? You're damn right it is. But here's the good news that life is supposed to be tough. Life is supposed to be tough. And you might be thinking like, is it supposed to be? What about all those people who are like rich and, have a ton of money? They don't go through any struggles, yada, yada, yada. But honestly, they do. And they probably have a lot harder time dealing with difficulties if something catastrophic were to happen. Because think about it. Think about it. Do you know somebody who was raised spoiled, who was raised rich, who had everything given to them? Do you know somebody like that who didn't really have too many challenges growing up through life? Okay. If you do, think about that person and the development that they have had when it comes to dealing with real life problems. It's not anything, if you're watching this, like you, who dealt with the struggles of life, especially if you're one of those people who've dealt with a lot of struggle in life, who've had massive adversity and had to persevere and overcome in your life. Now the challenges that you face seem like, yeah, piece of cake, Think about that. I've been very fortunate not to have extreme challenges. There's a saying that God gives his challenges, the toughest challenges, to his toughest warriors or her toughest warriors, something along those lines. And I'm not religious at all, like at all. But it kind of seems to be true. For me, I don't consider myself like this David Goggins, Tony Robbins, The Rock, massive personality, massive character who've had to go through, Drake even had to go through massive challenges to get to where they are. And maybe one day I will be, and maybe one day you will be, if that's something that you're going after. But when I look at it, I thank God that I have had the challenges that I have had in my life, but at the same time, thank God that that I haven't had extreme challenges, because you know what? I'm not ready for it in terms of my own mind. I'm sure if something did come up because of the challenges that I've had already in my life, that I would deal with the challenges as best that I could. Now, take a step back and think about somebody who goes through a challenge or hits a struggle in their life and hasn't had any preparation for that struggle, how to handle that struggle. There's no life references on what to do. Then they're fucked. They are fucked, man, because they don't have those previous references. So take, for example, like a struggle with money. Ooh, a struggle with money. That seems to be the one that everybody can relate to for sure. Health is another one. Relationships is another one. But for the most part, money. Are you one of those people who gets the bag and fumble it? Are you one of those people who gets the bag and fumble it? Are you one of those people who gets the bag and, what is it say? I'm thinking of the Migos song. I can't think of it right now. You get the bag and fumble it. I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Yeah, that's the line. Money's a challenge, right? Money is definitely something that is very, very important. Very, very important to you. Very, very important to me. And it's kind of challenging. If you're in a position where you are financially stable, damn, good for you, But as for me, not in a position where I'm financially stable, I'm barely getting by. But again, this is the struggle. This is my struggle that I'm going through and the lessons that I have to learn in order to progress in my life. Because right now, I'm barely able to afford taking care of myself, but I want children someday. You know, that ain't cheap, brother. That ain't cheap. So as you're going through these challenges in your life, understand that they're making you stronger. The struggle makes you stronger. The struggle makes you stronger. Okay? Understand that. So that's why I say life is supposed to be hard. This is what I think. This is what I feel and believe, that life is supposed to be challenging. Your life is supposed to be challenging because through those challenges, you're able to gain experience, reference in order to overcome the challenges. And if you can do it step by step, gradually, this is the path that I'm kind of going at, and I decide how I want to live my life. So I take on these challenges and have been doing so since I was like 16 years old consciously. You know, whether it's something so simple as cleaning up my room, something so simple as taking out the trash, something so simple as washing the dishes. Like, man, I don't want to wash the fucking dishes. I don't want to clean my room. But for whatever reason, I knew that if I did that, I would always feel better after. I always feel like that is getting my life together. And it was challenging. As small as that seems, it's like, okay, that was pretty challenging just doing that. And steadily progressed, you know, through school, through university and finding a job and moving into my own place and this, that, your relationships. Oh man, relationships was a big one. I love talking about relationships. So these small little steps that I've taken in order to progress my life have helped me to become the person I am today. And that's why I feel like the struggle makes you stronger. And that's why life is hard, because it's supposed to be hard, because you're supposed to be stronger. This is the evolutionary process. So if you're struggling right now and you're having a hard time and you're having a difficult, you're in a difficult situation, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If it's not health related to where you're like terminally ill, be thankful, because you can get out of that. And this is an opportunity for you to overcome the challenge, the situation that you're in, because you have to do it. You have to overcome the challenge, because if you don't, you're going to fall back and you're going to fall back and you're going to fall back. And that momentum of failing is detrimental to your life. Vice versa, however you say it. On the contrary, the momentum of overcoming the challenges, bam, completed. Overcoming this challenge, bam, completed. Overcoming this challenge, bam, completed. That momentum is amazing, because progress equals happiness. Progress equals happiness. So I hope this message finds you well, and I hope that you progress in your life. Boom, 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 boom.